Dodgers reveal winning mentality for the 2025 season in Muncy. Good old Max Muncy will speak out on that. We'll get to that story. Also, top 3 things to watch for during the spring training. MLB brings us that one. And Chris Taylor, he's got the Dodger Digest quote of the day on the Kershaw effect. The Kershaw effect is a real thing. I've been talking about it. I've been talking about a lot about the Kershaw effect. A lot of people did not want him on the team to come back, but we'll get to that story. Let's also, subscribe, like, turn on notifications. Going through the numbers, 33% of you are subscribed. Good on you on that one. 66.7 not subscribed. And the top 5 countries that check out Dodgers Digest: USA coming in at number 1, Canada coming in at number 2, Mexico checking in the 3rd spot, Japan 4, and the Philippines 5. So there's your top 5 of Dodger Digest countries that are watching Dodger Digest. Fewest views, well, that's going to go to Guam. 10 total views in Guam and 11 views in Germany. So there you go on that. Just like Hasselhoff. Huge in Germany. Dodgers reveal the winning mentality. That's what we're talking about for 2025. And Max is a big guy. He's hungrier than ever. Well, I don't mean it like that, but we're hungry. That just came out that way. We're hungrier than ever. Max Muncy reveals Dodgers winning mentality for the 2025 season. And it's mental, man. It's mental, right? Here's what the funky Muncy had to say. There it is. For the upcoming season, Dodgers are hungrier than ever for another world championship, Muncy said. We finally got the team over the hump last year, so it was a little bit of relief on that aspect because I know we won in 2020, but you want to get that full season one, and now that we did, we want to win more. We have the team to win more, so it's almost like we are hungrier than ever. So there you are, Max Muncy. Thoughts on that? A lot of people talk about Max Muncy, possibility of him getting traded, CT3 getting traded, Outman getting traded. People keep talking about that. Maybe Pajes getting traded. Who is going to be the one? Well, Max speaks out and says, hey, they have a winning mentality, and that's what they are all about. And you know what? You got to give it up to the Dodgers because they are ready to go. They're at spring training. They're fired up. They want to make it happen. So, all right. Top 3 things to watch for during spring training. This is according to Major League Baseball. Came out with this one. And what did they have to say? Well, one of the number 1 things they say is how will Shohei Ohtani fare as a two-way player once more? The question won't be answered fully during spring, obviously, because he's not expected to pitch in the major leagues until May. Still, we're inching closer to what everyone has been waiting for since Ohtani signed with the Dodgers. His return to two-way superstardom, as MLB calls it. I don't know, man. I'm one of those dudes on this one that's just saying that I feel like because the Dodgers have such a strong pitching staff, right? So good that I think they're going to use him sparingly. The fact that they're not going to use him till May, that pretty much kind of tells you they're going to use him sparingly on how things are going. So look for that to be inching his way in. But I feel for Shohei, I think his bat is best served for the Dodgers, and we pitch him when we need him. Yes, we have him ready to pitch, but we pitch him when we need him. All right. That's number 1 when MLB says to look out for the Dodgers spring training. What is number 2? How will Mookie Betts return to shortstop? And there's a bunch of you out there that make a lot of comments. That's not Mookie's natural position. Of course it's not his natural position. Mookie belongs in the outfield. That's his natural position. Okay, that's great too. I love how you're backing it up with that. But that is not the case. You've got to move forward on this, okay? Sure, do you want Mookie Betts in the outfielder? As an outfielder? Yeah, a lot of people do. But the way the Dodgers have constructed the lineup, Mookie Betts will return to shortstop, right? How will he do? Mookie Betts has the drive, has the dedication, has the passion to do what he does. And so Mookie Betts will work tireless hours to make sure that he represents shortstop. And will he have problems a couple times here and there? But when it comes down to it, he's going to put up great numbers as a shortstop. You're going to see a couple little mistakes, but he's going to get into the groove, and he is going to handle it and handle it in a big way. So the Mookie Betts thing, yeah, you know. All right. So let's talk about the next one. Rotation. How is the rotation going to line up opening day? And so really that's what spring training is all about, man. You got to fire these guys up. You got to get them pitching during spring training, innings here, 2 here, 3 here, so-and-so, and get them going, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to make it happen. And look at the guys you're talking about. Here's the projected season opening rotation, right? All these guys, this is the opening, right? From Blake Snell to Yamamoto to Glasnow to Sasaki to the Catman, Dustin May. Look at that. So how do you get to that position? How do you get to the position where you decide for the rotation for the opening day? Well, that's why it really comes down to what happens in spring training. You're going to be able to have the luxury of going with a 6-man rotation. So for the Dodgers, I'm telling you right now, I think it's a done deal right there. It's going to work out great, and when you look at all these names right here, that's how you look at Shohei and go, well, is Shohei really needed? So yeah, he's not needed. He's not needed right now. So for the May situation, okay, bring him in Maine. I mean, you can't just not pitch him at all, and then all of a sudden you need him one game and you throw him in and he hasn't been taking live hitting. I get that. But you got to, with a lineup like that, you got to take the caution. You don't need to throw caution to the wind on that one. That is for sure. All right. It is time for your Dodgers Digest quote of the day. And this time it goes to none other than CT3, Chris Taylor with the quote of the day. And I always say there's a Kershaw effect, right? These players love Kershaw. They're happy he's back, whether you support him being back for a year or whether you don't support him. But the players back Kersh, right? And here's what CT3 had to say about Kershaw. All right. Just having Kersh makes a big difference for everybody. He is one of our leaders, and we're always happy to have him here. And then, of course, we're excited for when he is healthy, when he comes back. We know what he brings to the table. Chris Taylor, CT3, talking about the thing that I call the Kersh effect. So there you go. And while you're at it, hey, that's going to do it for Dodgers Digest. Make sure you know what to do here. Hit the subscribe button. We're building towards that 10,000. Let's keep it going. Also, hit them likes. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss any moment of Dodger Digest. I'm Brad J. Always remember to think Dodger Blue.